Sound okay.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jay, and I'm here with the one and only
Sam, okay? And shit, man, we got another phenomenal guest in the building, all the way from Streetbeefs West Coast. We have the one, the only, Chele503. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? We got Chele in the building.
Yo, what's up, man? Good to see you guys, man.
What's good, brother?
I see Bushido's on too. Bushido!
What's up, Zed? What up, businessman?
And the businessman is online, yeah.
And we got Ryan. What up, bro?
Oh,
the way your voice changed, Sam K. The way your voice changed when you said we got Ryan. Like,
oh, no,
you was already ready for him to be on some bullshit.
Yeah, but I knew he was somewhere in the back. You know what I mean? But shoot, man, we got a phenomenal guest and a phenomenal show in store. Man, Chele503, man. How have you been? It's been a little minute.
yeah, man, it's been a cool minute, man. I just been after the fight, dude. Man, all I could think about is, man, I'm gonna eat everything in my path.
What was on the menu that day?
Get the pizza, I'm gonna eat everything, bro. Like, I ain't playing, man.
What was the victory meal that day?
Pizza, dude. Pizza and wings.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of pizza man are you, man? Because that's my favorite food.
Meat lovers.
Okay. Classic.
Mm-hmm. Had to get some meat lovers, and we got some good wings, and they had, because right here, and I think in LA, you don't really get like sit down Pizza Huts, and over there was actually a sit down one, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Pizza Hut was like my favorite in the 90s, bro. Coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I ate so much Pizza Hut in my life because all through college I delivered for them. Like, so after I got out of college, like, I couldn't fuck with them for like 4 or 5 years. And then I went back and I was like, bro, you're like the love I lost. Like, we are finally reunited.
That pan crust? Man.
Yes. Greasy as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Bathroom trips.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, Sam K, to fuck you up, I got a Pizza Hut 3 blocks from my house, bro.
Oof. That's a
dine in with a buffet every week.
Oh, yeah, I'm there every week. I'm there. I've never seen the buffet one, bro.
Oh, they got good pizzas too, bro.
But look how they got us as kids, bro. In elementary, they had to read a book, do a report, get a buck. And after you got so many bucks, right? You did so many reports and got so many bucks. They hand out free personal pan pizzas, like kitty pan pizzas. Man, I racked up on those.
I used to be shady as fuck, so I'd like do book reports on books that had movies, bro.
Wow. I
That's
remember
smart.
Stuffed Crust came out.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
was
yeah.
like I saw the commercial. I'm like, stuffed crust. Like I gotta order one, dude. It was over.
Pineapple belongs, just not on a pizza. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and knock that out the way. It belongs, just not on pizza.
correct.
I like it, dude. I ain't gonna lie. I like it with that bacon.
Yeah. If I'm on the Big Island, you know, I'll commit. But if I ain't there, nah.
So if you're on one of the other islands, you're like, fuck it, I'm not doing it, right? Only the Big Island.
If I'm on the islands, we'll put it like that. If
Okay,
I'm on the
okay, fair
islands,
enough. I thought you
I'll
was being super like, only the big one, like that's it.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, let's get to the fights, man, because we got sidetracked with the food.
Dude, it happens every time, bro.
Ah, bro, I'm the biggest heavyweight.
He's got a metabolism of a skinny guy, but he's got like the desire and a foodie of a fat guy.
Absolute, absolute. But shoot, man, you came back with a banger, bro. Took some time off and came back and fought a former champ with McPeak, aka Doughboy. Let's get into it, man. At the 5-year anniversary.
Well, man, let me just say it was one of the toughest fights that I had this whole time there, dude. In and out of the ring, I was literally, bro, broken, bro. I mean, broken. There were so many things happening in my life, like, bro, like I'm not gonna, like I when I saw darkness, when I saw darkness and what he said after the fight with Mortem, dude, I literally fell in the tears, bro, because I was thinking the same thing, bro, before I got there, bro. And this is a heart to heart, man. I love you guys, and that's why I'm even bringing it up, bro. And let me just say, bro, I was broken, bro, and I wanted to die, bro. Like I had so many crazy things on my mind, bro. Like it was horrible, man. And shout out to Nobody. He's one of the people that I reached out to, bro. Like I reached out to Nobody. I'm like, bro, I'm feeling despair. I'm feeling hopeless, dude. I'm feeling like crap, dude. I don't know what to do. Like, bro, I'm not even gonna go to this event. I had even told I had told what's his name? I always forget. Why am I forgetting his name, dude? Why am I forgetting his name right
Doughboy, McPeak,
now? The matchmaker. I forget his name, dude.
Free Smoke.
Free Smoke. So I reached out to Free Smoke and I said, dude, I'm not even gonna go, dude. I'm like having a lot of issues and there's a lot of stuff. I said, and I just don't know if I could even afford it. I said. And he's like, bro, for reals, and I'm all like, yeah, bro, like I don't think I could make it. And right after, dude, I got off the phone and called my coach Nobody, bro. And dude, I just had a heart to heart with him and I told him like I was feeling like crap, dude. Like I was just feeling like in deep despair, dude. That was my first battle, dude. That was the battle before going to the battle,
Mm.
and I was just like, bro, like completely, gone. And he was like, dude, you know what, Oscar? Like, look, dude, he's like, bro, like Chele, you gotta think outside of this, dude. If any time is the time to fight, you gotta fight now. If you give up now, you're gonna regret it, dude, because you prepared so much. Because I was working out like crazy, bro. I mean, I was putting in the work. Like it's crazy. 299 to 266 is what I weighed
Yep.
in months, bro. So I mean, I was putting in the work. Like I was, dude. And then that last week, dude, it was, man, so much turmoil, so many things that happened, man. And I was like in deep despair, dude. So I was like, you know what? Screw it, dude. I'm getting in here. I'm like, I'm gonna go, dude. It doesn't matter. You know what happens, dude. Whatever, dude. I hit him up. We went over there, and as soon as we got there, dude, look, dude. Before even the bell rang, I felt my leg cramping up,
Mm.
and I was like, oh, dude. Like I felt it when I was warming up, man. I'm all like, man, dude, what am I gonna do? Like, dude, I could feel it, And then I told my coach and I told my team, I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm gonna get a cramp on my leg, like it really. And they're all like, dude, you probably didn't drink enough water, because I had fallen into deep depression, man. I had
Mm.
anxiety, bro, I was literally facing one of my toughest challenges in my life, dude. Like everything just came tumbling down, you know? That's why I kind of get pissed, dude, when I see the comments, you know, on the fights and people are talking crap, you know what I mean, about the fighters, dude. Like, bro, we sacrifice so much, man, you know, to put on a show, man. We sacrifice our lives, you know what I mean? Like, we could get hurt, dude. Like, dude, Doughboy's freaking strong as hell, dude. I freaking hit him with everything, and that guy was like standing in front of me. I'm like, damn, like this could take a punch, dude. Like this is crazy, you know. Like, but it was crazy because when I felt my leg, dude, I was like, oh, dude, like, man, what am I gonna do? And I was just trying to, you know, like not move around so much, but also, you know, like I didn't want to stand right in front of him because I know, you know, that he got, you know, his little flurries, you know, and he's pretty quick and stuff. So I'm just like trying to move around and all of those. But I'll tell you, dude, the battle, you know, and I'll take a pause after this, you know, the battle I feel that was won was the one right here, dude. The one right here, you know. I think those two battles, man. I think they were won before I even got there, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, shout out to you, man, for persevering, you know what I mean, and making the decision to, you know, fight through. Shout out to nobody, you know, to giving you that encouragement that we need. You know, we all need that at some point. And you know, it takes somebody to step up to you know, to hand that off to us. Shout out to Sasha. I see you in the comments. Yeah, man. And thank you for sharing, bro. Cause you know, a lot of times, you know, people view fighters as, you know, a stereotypical thing, and you can't be phased by, you know, life or mental situations or, you know, emotional situations or what have you. And it's like, nah, we're still human. And if anybody goes through it, fighters go through it, uh, you know, and it's all about how we manage and how we maintain. And yeah, man, I'm definitely glad you showed up, bro, because one thing that we saw, I mean, you were outstanding, man, from this performance, from your last, from your first, you know, like you said, going from 299 to 260 something. I mean, that's not easy, you know, and you did it. And then from the second to third fight, you know, technique and skill wise, I saw you, you know, work intentionally working the body. I saw you, you know, using your jab. I saw you with your guard up, um, you know, there would be moments where I'd be like, you know, show me something, fighter, and you'd fire back. You know what I'm saying? So there was definitely, you know, that progression, and we saw you were doing something at home in between the fights, you know, besides battling, you know, whatever's going on, you know, in the head and in the heart. Talk to us a little bit about, you know, training. What was training like? What was the weight loss journey like? How did we get to go from fight one to fight three?
Man, so basically fight one, dude, was, man, I just want to see where I'm at right now. If I got in a fight with anyone, what the hell would happen? You saw the results of that.
Wait, so fight one was Diesel, right?
That big old Russian dude, like,
Hey, that dude was huge, bro. Pause.
like, hey, bro, I was like, hey, dude, hey, Rocky, you know, like Rocky, you know, he gotta, you know what I mean? Like, what?
Yeah.
The hell, like that was till 4, you know, like what the hell, why am I getting
Yeah.
4, dude? Like,
He was 6'4", 270. That dude was.
Yeah, because motherfucker was like, if he dies big. Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah. For real, bro.
I was like, why am I skipping all the way to Rocky 4, dude? What the hell, dude? Like, I was tripping, man. So yeah, so you know how that went. I mean, it was all bad, dude. I didn't train. I was like, whatever. I just wanted to see what the hell's happened, right? The second fight, now,
Feed me?
50? Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just asking, was it Feed Me? Is that the second fight? Just so everyone, yeah. Okay.
So feed me and okay, so I was supposed to fight. Okay, this is the second time, man. This is the second time this happens. So freaking, I was supposed to fight this one kid called Daki or something like that. I think it was. So I was supposed to fight that guy, and then that guy didn't show up till like way later. I was the last fight of the day that day, and freaking and that. But let me just tell you, dude, the journey. Shout outs to 50-50 MMA. Shout out to Coach Nobody. Shout out to Coach Duva. Shout out to 50-50 MMA. Like, dude, like, let me just say, you know, operatives, man, these guys tune me up, bro. Like, bro, running in the morning, dude, right after pad work, freaking 5 or 6 freaking, you know, shadow boxing, bro. Like, you know, all the dude, like, let me just say, before we even spar, we have a crazy ass workout, bro. Like, we don't play. Like, when we go train, we go train. Like, and that's why I feel that we always put on a great show, bro, because we work our asses, bro. Like, we're really trying to entertain people. We're not over here, you know, pit-pattying and, you know, just playing around, dude. Like, nah, dude, we want to give you guys a show, dude. Like, that, like, so anywho, so freaking, yeah, so we worked out real hard, you know, met up with these guys, you know, all of them were kicking my ass, you know, and sparring, you know, and freaking, then we show up over there. We show up at for the Feed Me fight. Dude, I felt ready. I felt good. Okay, first of all, that guy didn't show up. I literally starved all day because I didn't want to eat anything because I was afraid if I get hit in the gut, I'm gonna throw up. You know, like, I ain't gonna eat, dude. So we kept waiting for that guy. Then Feed Me. So I was like, okay, cool. Boom, 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 boom. Like, I was putting my combinations in. You know, he looked really nervous, dude. That's the one thing I noticed right away. I'm like, this guy looks really nervous. You know. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be able to do, like, basically, like, I'm gonna be able to put the game plan in a play because he just looked too nervous, dude. He looked too nervous, you know? And then, yeah, dude, I mean, great results, you know, from that one. You know, I was actually, you know, able to do everything. I landed some really good head, like some really good body shots, dude. Like, and it was crazy because I think he was like, dude, I think I was like 270 or 275. He was like 320, bro. Like, bro, when I hit him, let me just tell you, bro, for like 4 months, my wrists were hurting, bro.
Yeah, they don't make heavy bags that big.
It was like hitting a damn wall. That guy, dude, my wrists were hurting for like 4 months, bro. I'm like, hell no, dude, I can't fight after this, dude. It's like hitting a wall, this guy. And then freaking, and then for this one, same thing, bro. I was supposed to fight a casualty kid, and then, dude, like a week earlier, oh yeah, you know, this is going on. The kid actually was very, he was cool, man. He sent me a message, you know, very, very respectful, very cool. I had already chatted with him, you know, no bad blood or anything. Like, we had talked, we had even invited him to go train with us and stuff. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be there. I even like messaged him, like, you for sure gonna be there, dude, because you know how people call at the last minute. And he's like, no, for sure. But I guess he had, you know, things that happen, you know. That's another thing I don't really believe when people say, oh yeah, he went down because like, people talk crap, you know, but to me, it's like, nah, dude, sometimes life happens, bro. Like, you know, or sometimes you just don't feel it anymore, you know, and it's like, well, whatever it was, the kid was cool, you know, shout outs to Casualty Kid, you know, like, no bad blood. And hey, you better come next time, dude. Better come next time. You better show up, man, because I was preparing for him, you know?
Yeah. I remember him in the chats, you know, and it seemed like, yeah, now that you say it, y'all were matched up, and seems like it was a decent matchup, but, you know, we got what we got.
Yeah, and then freaking when they Free Smoke goes, oh yeah, you're fighting Doughboy, like nothing, bro. Like, oh yeah, you're fighting.
Yeah.
And I'm all like, oh crap, dude. I'm not gonna lie, bro, because look, no bad blood with him either, you know. But I'm like, the former champ, bro. Like, really? Like, come on, dude. Like, you couldn't give me no one else, dude. Like, it had to be him. And you know the crazy thing, I knew one day I was gonna fight Doughboy. I knew one day I was gonna fight him, dude. And I'm like, well, you know, I guess the time is now.
Hey, you got to display, you know, the the level up. You know what I'm saying? So I guess so. Timing. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, and it was good. I mean, dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I was in there, and I was like, like I was trying to land that check hook, man. But dude, he has good movement, dude. Like the thing is with him, you know what I noticed with him? It's crazy because some of the blows that I was throwing, it was he literally just slightly moved away from him. So he has very like it looks like he ain't moving at all, but he's actually moving just enough to get out of the way.
Oh yeah.
So I'm all like, wait a minute. Why? What? It looks like he's just standing there, but he's not just standing there. Like he's moving just enough to get out of the way. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Doughboy's another one who's come a long way, man. You know, he's leveled up just like yourself. And yeah, man, it was a great display for both of y'all because I mean there was a few of those hooks, man. You did land, and you know we got to see Doughboy's got that chin. McPeak still has that chin. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it was a great back and forth, y'all too.
Yeah, man, it was a really good fight, man. I enjoyed it, bro. I was like, dang, dude, like this is crazy, dude. Like to be honest, dude, it was the first fight that I went 3 rounds, so that was nuts, And then, dude, bro, I had to live that shirt that I got from guys from MMA Underground.
Yeah.
Cardio,
Cardio is key, baby.
I had to live it, bro.
I think you got the last shirt before they stopped being made. So you got like the exclusive last one. And
What?
Hey, bro, I don't know why this is a good time to jump in, and it will be in the description in YouTube, but we have a merch store now, and for some reason, all the shows got merch, but for some reason, this guy over here has more merch on there than anybody, but I made it, so maybe that makes me weird. I don't know.
go check it out. Check it out.
Sick. Yeah, that cardio is key, baby. Like I had to live that, dude. I was like, dang, dude. Like looking down on my shirt, like, oh dang, first round, second round, going to the third round. Oh, and it was the first third rounder, dude. Bro, like the
Different.
yeah, the third round was when I got the cramp on my leg, dude.
Mm.
It just went boom, and I was like, oh damn, what do I do now? And I'm like, all right, defense, and that's when I just start, bobbing and weaving, bro, trying to just land, the one punch, just trying to get in there, but I couldn't really move my leg, dude. It hurt so bad. I mean, I was hurting for like a whole week, dude. It was a huge knot like this on my leg, bro.
You had a good poker face. I give you that.
But I was hurting, bro. I was hurting.
People don't really get how long 6 minutes of fighting is, right? They think, oh, it's 6 minutes. Bro, most street fights last less than a minute, So, like, I just remember in high school, I grew up in the 90s. We fought a lot. Like, everybody was always fighting, right? But I remember a fight where my friend and this other dude got into it, and that fight felt like it lasted fucking 10 minutes. So it didn't, but it felt because these motherfuckers were fighting so long, they would walk away from each other, dying, and then go back and fight. And that happened like 3 or 4 times till we're all like, y'all just got to fucking stop, right? Because people don't understand how long like a minute is when you're in a fight. And then if you're not trained and you decide to not breathe while you're punching, which some people do, that becomes an issue. There's a lot that goes into it. And I think people take it for granted until they do it. And then they're like, oh, fuck, this is a lot harder than I thought.
Facts.
100%, dude. And that's why it was crazy when they put the camera on me. And I was like, for those of you who think this is easy, come over here and try it. Because it's like, dude, you think it's easy, bro? Like, bro, don't train and come over here and try to win a fight. Like, I tried it on the first fight, and look what happened, bro. Like, it ain't no game.
No, and you're going to get pieced up because a motherfucker knows how to throw combos. They know head movement. They know, and if a guy is fought or even trained, he starts to get a feel of your movement, and you ain't switching it up because you're not trained. You're just going in there. So, minute into the fight, man, he's tagging the shit out of you because he knows everything you're going to do before you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things, dude, with 50-50, dude, is that's like freaking Sad Lee. Shout out to Sad Lee, wherever he's at, because that little check hook, he's like, throw this, do that, and he's so fast, bro. Like, you know what I mean? His weight to my weight, bro. But he was whooping me, dude, just back and forth, and I'm just like, damn, dude, like this one slowing down. Running with him, dude, like his slow is like my fast, bro. So I mean, dude, when you're training with people that really, really put in the work, that really, really train, that really, really, push you, like they push themselves, but at the same time, they're pushing you, and you realize it, and you're like, come on, dude, like, nobody, former light heavyweight, he's fought MMA, he's done boxing, and then, and you know what was, shout out to Takamura. He refined us, dude, at freaking midnight before Saturday, before the event. At midnight, we were sparring with Takamura.
That's what's up. Shout out, Talk.
So that was badass, dude.
Just if you don't mind, I was going to ask you, because like right now I'm on a weight loss journey also, right? Like I'm down 15, working on shit. But how did you do it besides exercise? Because like there's an old saying, you can't outwork a bad diet. So how did you change your diet so that you could lose the weight? And like, because there's a lot of people out there that struggle with this kind of thing, and to watch somebody who's actually, drop like 30 pounds to go fight, that's amazing. So like, how was that for you, and what did you do?
Well, one of the top secrets, dude, is the smoothies, man. Like, Google the smoothies, but Google the one that gives you the exact like calories,
right?
Like the exact ingredients, because see, that's one of the things. Like, okay, the first week, dude, it's a very light workout. Like, I'm not working out like crazy. Like, you gotta smooth your way into it, dude. Like, literally, just relax. Like, one of the things I think that makes you gain weight, and I've been through this so many times, man. Like, let me just say, if you start off, trying to run 2-3 miles from the beginning, it ain't gonna work, man. It ain't gonna work, So that's the number one tip, is take it easy. Take it easy. Like, walk a mile. Once you can walk a mile and feel like, damn, I'm not doing anything, then start running the mile. And just progressively, like, do it progressively, and then you have to, like, the second month, you have to really kick it into high gear, where it's like you have one meal. Like, that's one thing. So first week, just walk first month, walk a mile. Once you start feeling like it's nothing for you, start running the mile. Then on the second month, that's when you kick it into high gear, where it's like, okay, dude, I'm already running 1 mile. It's already been enough of this. And then on the 2 months and a half, that's when you start doing the smoothies, like you start doing the smoothies, and you start only having one bad meal. So you start off with basically 2 bad meals. Like, whatever, you can eat whatever the hell you want. Like, that's one thing that stresses you, dude. The stresses will get you fat, dude. Stress gets you fat because you just keep thinking, like, you just keep thinking, I'm not gonna eat nothing. I'm not gonna eat nothing. No, dude, eat. Like, you have to eat. That's another thing. Thank you, Free Smoke. Shout out to Free Smoke. He told me, because I told him that I was on 1,500 calories. And he's like, what? He's like, how much do you weigh? I'm like, 299, and he's like, dude, no. He's like, don't do that, dude. Like, you need to eat at least 2,000, 2,500 calories, dude. You can't. That's too much. Your body's not gonna sustain you, dude. Like, that's dangerous. You should watch out, And I'm like, nah, but I feel good, because literally, dude, like, I was eating. Like, look, that first month, I had 2 bad meals, and they weren't too bad. I mean, they weren't too bad, But the bad meals that I had, were like, okay, let's say, you know, Denny's, or like I'd make some eggs here at the house, and I wouldn't really have like all the carbs, you know. And then at night, I'd always eat a salad, dude. That first month, you have to eat something light on dinner, because dinner's the one that kills you, dude. Dinner's the ones that's gonna kill you, because you don't do anything with those. You don't do anything with those calories. You eat those calories, and guess what, dude? You know, 2-3 hours later, you watch MMA Underground for like a, you know, for an hour, you know, and then what do? You go to sleep, bro. So eat, if you're gonna eat whatever you want during the day, but your dinner, that's one thing you have to be disciplined on, bro. And there ain't no shortcuts to that. You have to be disciplined to say, I'm not gonna have dinner for at least 2 months. Like not like not a huge dinner. I mean a light dinner.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I mean, have a dinner. You know what I used to have, dude? For 2 months, dude. For 2 months, all I had was a freaking salad, bro. For 2 months, bro. And I mean, dude, that was hard, dude. That was so, like, super hard. Like, dude, I mean, I get all different flavors, you know, Japanese, Asian, Cobb, that other Russian, whatever, some other one that has walnuts in there, all kinds of flavors, because it has all kinds of crazy flavors in there. But let me just say, dude, for 2 months straight, bro, all I had for dinner was a salad, bro. For 2 months straight, and that's one thing, dude. There is no shortcuts to discipline. Like, that's one thing, bro. Like, you discipline, there is no shortcuts to that, dude. You can't skip that part. So for 2 months, bro, that, I mean, if you're willing to do it, you could lose it, dude. You could do it too, man. You could definitely.
Yeah, what I'm doing right now, and I drop 15 pounds pretty quick, is 1,800 to 2,000 calories a day, 6 meals a day, though. I split it up because my metabolism, I can feel it kicking up from feeding it like small, really small meals every few hours. And it seems to be working. So that's what I'm sticking with for now. And then I'm going back to the Y because it's getting fucking cold out here. So I can't go. Me and my wife go walking at this place called Titletown by Lambeau Field. It's awesome all the time. You can take your dog. You're getting too cold now in Wisconsin for that shit. So it's time for that Y membership again.
Weather change.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. The screen's going to start going blue on you.
Oh yeah. I'm noticing there's a little slight orange tint that I've never noticed.
That's autumn. That's autumn, bro.
Yeah.
But Chele, I wanted to ask you. So you said you were in a dark place going into that fight. How did just being around the Streetbeefs community that day help you? Because I'm sure that helped you, made you feel better and that kind of thing. I don't think people understand the community. So if you could talk on that a little.
Yeah, man, that's one thing, dude. Like, let me just say, I'm honored to be a part of Streetbeefs West Coast. You know, shout out Streetbeefs West Coast. Like, bro, so many people, man. Like, so many people were there. You know, first and foremost, you know, so freaking, you know, I remember, you know, first of all, my team. Then after that, even the fighters that were there, man, like, there was this shout out to Saza and Woody. Those guys were super cool, dude. They came over, bro. They're like, hey, what's up, dude? Hey, you know, you're gonna fight today, and blah, blah. Bro, they even gave me this cool t-shirt. Like, they were like taking pictures, bro. Like, just being around other fighters. Like, I think a lot of people have the misconception of fighters as like, I'm pissed off all the time, you know, like, oh, you know, like, nah, dude, like, don't talk to me, you know, or you're like irritable, bro. Like, nah, man. Like, the community in Streetbeefs West Coast, man, is the best, bro. Like, the best. Like, there's so many people there. Like, you know, hey, Chele, what's up? Hey, taking pictures, dude. Like it doesn't seem like there's this like crazy like bad blood in between us, you know. Like, I mean, yeah, there's some people that you don't really talk to, but it's not like how would you say, dude? Like one of the, like, DDP. I was happy to see him. Shout outs to DDP. You know, I was happy to see him. I remember him on the first fight that I was there. dude, like he was like, hey, you want to pray, dude? And we prayed, bro. And I was like, what, dude? This is crazy. And then I found out who he was, bro. And I'm like, what? Like DDP? What the heck? Like, like it was crazy because I used to watch. I used to watch Streetbeefs West Coast way before I like went in. And it was dude, just the community. I mean, he even asked me to help him corner Illuminati, the what's his name?
Illuminate the state. Man said Illuminati. Let's start calling them that. Illuminati.
yeah.
I thought we were talking about a whole different fighter that I didn't know who they were.
Yeah, dude, you need to shorten your name, bro. Like that.
You need something with a ring to it.
There's a suggestion for you. Shorten your name.
Oh shit.
So he's like, oh yeah, corner him and blah blah blah. And I'm all like, yeah, sure, dude, let's go. And we went over there, dude, and dude, it was cool, man. It was, dude, and I still got Takamura's blood on my shirt, bro.
Hey, nothing like a West Coast event, man.
Oh man, I don't even want to get into it because, man, dude, like, I
got a question that's kind of off the subject, but it just dawned on me, and maybe you two can answer this. Am I a dumbass and just figured this out, or am I too high and this isn't true? Illuminate the state, enlightened state. Is that a play on that? Like he's in an enlightened state, illuminate the state, or am I just way too high right now?
That would be a cool way to make sense of his name. I don't know if that's
okay. Well, I take that if it's not and run with it. If you see this, just take it and run with it. Fuck it. It makes it deep and shit,
Yeah, and you're probably really high.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, his state is illuminated, basically.
Yes.
Pause.
Chele, how did you get into, like, I know you said you watched it, but how'd you get into going to fight at Streetbeefs? I mean, like, what was that like, and what was the thought process like when you got there? Like, what did you think was going to happen before you got there compared to, like, what it turned out to be?
Well, I mean, I used to watch it, like one day it just popped on my feed, because I always loved boxing, dude. That was one thing I always loved, and it just popped out on my YouTube, and I started watching, the fights. And after I saw the fights, I'm like, dude, this is cool, dude. Like, this is like, I wonder where these guys are, and I started looking. Then I saw the Facebook, and then I contacted Tiny Tank, and
shout out Tank.
Yeah. Shout out to Tiny Tank, and freaking he's like, oh yeah, dude, just go to the thing. Like I went to that Facebook group, whatever, send in the, and then they put me on there, and I'm all like, dude, I'm gonna go fight like that. I'm gonna go fight, And I was telling my friends and everything, bro, like, and they're all like, nah, you're tripping, dude. Like, why are you gonna get away? And I'm all like, bro, I'm already hurt, dude. I'm already going through everything, bro. Like, I mean, like, you're always facing stuff, dude. That's the one thing, bro. Like, life on life's terms, bro. Man, you're never gonna win. That's why I love Roy Jones Jr., bro. Like, he said this really cool quote that he has. He says, if you're afraid to lose, you'll never win. I mean, and I was like, you know what? I'm not afraid to lose, like, screw it. I'm gonna go, dude. And that's how I came about. And then obviously, dude, like I lost the first fight. So I'm like, hell no, dude, I'm not gonna just leave like that. Like, I need to get another one, And then after that, it's like, I've taken long breaks though, bro. But come on, dude, I'm 38 years old, bro. Like, I mean, I ain't young anymore. You know what I mean? At least not for boxing, So it's like, that's the one thing, I always think about it. I'm all like, dang, dude. Like, that's why I have to work extra harder than everyone else. Like, whatever your weakness is, you can always compensate, And that's why I love, Naruto too, because that's one of the things I learned from Rock Lee. You know what I mean? Like, Yeah, and then we got Sad Lee, you know, so the constant reminder, you know, shout outs to Sad Lee, you know, and the constant reminder, like hard work, you know, hard work, like do more push-ups. If you do 50, you could do 60. If you could do 60, you could do 70. You could do 70, you could do 100. You know, I got to like, I think 150 push-ups, dude, this time around. So, I mean, I was doing damn good. I was doing like sets of 300 of sit-ups, dude. Like, you know, I was running already close to 4 miles. You know, nonstop.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, at the end of the 3 months, I was in really, really good shape. And I was like, I could keep going, but I don't want to slim down that much because I don't know how heavy this guy's going to come in either, you know? So I'm like, screw it. I'll have some good meals, you know, I'll make up for it.
Well, my dad used to always say, like, when shit gets tough, just tell yourself there's nothing that can stop you for 10 minutes. You can do anything for 10 minutes. And then after you get through that 10 minutes, you know, you got another 10 minutes. You can just get through it. And I always try to use that when I try to get into a situation where I don't want to do some shit or whatever. I'm like, I can do this for 10 minutes, you know?
100%. That was great advice from your pop.
Yeah, he had his moments.
Hey, so Chele, I wanted to ask, how did we come up with the fight name? Is that something that we had prior to Streetbeefs, or something we came up with once we entered?
So the name, the Chele, it's basically light skinned. That's what it means. It's a Salvadorian term for light skinned. So they've been calling me that since I was a baby, dude. Since I was a kid, and when I thought of it, I'm like, wait a minute, dude, I have to keep it original. They've been calling me that forever, and then I added the 503. That's the area code of El Salvador. You know, shout out to El Salvador. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. It's crazy. Now that you say it, we're damn near the same skin tone, and yeah, but we light skin. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to my El Salvadorian homeboys, Edwin and I forgot his brother's name, but they twins.
If you know their last name, you should have just went with the brothers, like whatever brothers.
Facts.
Well, I'm getting old. Like, I'm 47. I gotta like find ways around, like, because it takes me a second to remember people's names. Like, yo, my guy. Like, and then you're like, all right, it's David. Like, you know, it takes a second.
Yeah. Hey, to be fair, this is these some cats from elementary, so I was trying to go way back. First El Salvadorians I met. I think it was Edgar and Edwin because they were twins. But so man, with that, is there like any El Salvadorian fighters that stood out to you, or any fighters in general that stood out to you that you grew up watching or took a liking to?
One of them was El Famosito. That's what they used to call him. The famous little one, basically. El Famosito. He was actually a world champion, bro. He fought Floyd Mayweather, and everyone said he beat him, bro. So, and I've seen clips of the fight. I don't know if the whole fight's on like YouTube, but El Famoso versus El Famosito versus Floyd Mayweather, and everyone says that. And I saw a few clips.
Junior or senior?
No, Junior. Yeah, he fought him, dude. He fought him, you know, and freaking, dude, it was crazy, man. Like he everyone loved that guy, dude. Everyone loved him, bro. Everyone was like here. And there's this, like, he was one of the guys that I saw some of his fights. But there's this kid actually from El Salvador fighting right now. He's really young. Dang, that fool. Damn, dude, he's so fast, dude. I mean, dude, if you see, I forgot his name though, because I follow him on, I think on IG. Bro, but I seen his fight. Dude, he's so fast, bro. He's like damn, dude. He's like a damn machine gun. That kid is, and the thing is, they're holding a bunch of tournaments over there because, okay, so El Salvador has a lot of boxers, but the thing is, I think that a lot of the media, like the media, I don't think that they have like that part. I don't think that they've gotten to know like the right people to like promote them more, you know. Like for me, like obviously, you know, if you know, if the Lord wills it, you know, because that's the number one thing, dude. All the glory to God, man. All the glory to God, first and foremost, bro. Like Man, dude, if it wasn't for the Lord, bro, I'd had nothing, bro. I wouldn't even be right here right now speaking, bro, because over there, dude, I mean, it's got, the country has gotten a lot better, but let me just say, dude, if God wills it, I would be honored to go over there and do something, for the community, man, because the kids they need stuff, dude. Like they like, if a boxing gym were to open, you know what I mean, and like free everything, you know what I mean, get some coaches in there, like that'd be cool, dude. Like that would be cool. Like, if ever the Lord, gives me the opportunity, I would like to set up something over there, man, for the kids.
So I'm guessing Olympic boxing time. You're all excited, El Salvador, and I know because I watch a lot of Olympic boxing. Like the Olympics are kind of my thing. I lock in and watch all kinds of weird shit. Even in the Winter Olympics, I'm watching curling and shit. Like I'd never watch curling any other time. But they're always like, the El Salvador kids are always like, he's a tough kid, and like, yeah. That's it too. Yeah, I don't know why, but I know the rules to curling because of the Olympics. And I know for the last Winter Olympics, I talked so much shit to Maddie because we just destroy England and everything, like the UK. So we could just kick Britain's ass and everything. So Maddie gets it all the time. But that El Salvador boxing, man, you got to be excited when the Olympics are on.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Like that's one thing, bro. Like, I mean, I love my country, man. I mean, I'm a citizen of here now, man. It's been a while. That was another crazy journey that I had to experience, as a child, man. Just coming to this country, man, and just like, learning the language and everything, man. It was no joke, man. Like,
how old were you?
I was 6 years old, man.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I was pretty tiny, man. Like, but that's the thing, bro. Like I remember it. I remember because it was one of the dreams, like of my mom and everything. Like she was like, "Oh yeah, I wanted to bring you guys here because there was no future over there." Because when we came here, man, it wasn't what it is now, man. Like El Salvador has grown a lot. I mean, they have a really good president now. To be known as one of the safest countries in the world. Like all these good things are happening over there. Yeah.
That's really cool though, that like you got to experience it and you still remember it because, it's such a big thing in your life, even though you were young. But that's a pretty cool experience that, you got to live through. And now the fact that you want to go back and give back is pretty awesome too.
Yeah, man, that'd be great, man. If I was able to do something for them, man, it would be cool, man. It really would be.
Yeah, I agree. With that, it makes me question, or it makes me curious. Did you grow up fighting? Was that, coming over here? Were people messing with you, picking on you? Was that a situation for you coming up?
All the time, man. That was my boxing gym. The school was my boxing gym, man. Recess was round 1, after school was round 2, and the other guys that came looking. I mean, all the time, bro. All the time, all through elementary school, through, and I always fight bigger guys, man. Like they see you and they're like, this fool ain't gonna do nothing. Like, and then they, dude, you get beat up, and dude, it's like, I remember this one dude. That dude was huge, man. He was like,
You kind of going in and out.
Guy was like 6'2", I think he was huge, and he was a basketball player, and he's just like, what are you looking at, fool? Whatever, I'm like, what the hell was tripping? But that was the one thing I was never scared. I'm like, what? Like all tiny, dude, like a freaking shrimp, And I'm all like, what? What are you gonna do? What? And I go up to him and he hits me, bam, bam, I fall to the ground. And then one of my friends, he came and saved me, bro. He came and saved me because that guy was gonna kill me, man. That guy was gonna freaking kill me. But I wasn't scared, right? I'm like, oh yeah,
Right.
scared. But yeah, dude, I wasn't scared, but I could have been dead.
I think we've all had some close calls, you know. Some closer than others, but yeah. So, you know, at what point did you start I want to say, I guess, training, you know, actually taking it from a street fight to like, all right, let me learn some technique. Well, at what point was that?
High school. I was like I'd say like 14 or 15. There was actually this rec center where there was a gym, and there was actually I think he was a world title. Yeah, he had fought. He was a contender, you know, at a world level, and he was the trainer in that gym inside of the rec center. And he was like, hey, dude, you know what? It seems like you get in a lot of fights, you get in a lot of trouble, because I went through a lot of drug addiction, dude, when I was younger, dude. I used to drink. I started drinking at 12. Um,
Oh, I think Ryan got him.
Hello.
I think Ryan got him.
Hello.
oh, did I lose you guys?
Oh,
Yeah,
there he
yeah.
is.
Did I lose you guys?
You're back now.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, so you know, freaking yeah, dude, I went through a lot of that, and then that's when they started giving me counseling. That's where I met one of the counselors that literally saved me, dude. Like, he helped me so much, and we were having even like counseling with my mom. But the boxing part, so there was a boxer there, you know, a world class boxer there, and that's where I learned the foundation. That's where the foundation was set with him, you know. And I trained for over 6 months. I actually fought a prospect in that gym that was already fighting amateur, and I actually held my own for over I think it was like 4 or 5 rounds with him.
Okay.
Yep. That's where it started, man. At a rec center, you know, with a world class boxer, you know, as my coach. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
what's up, man.
Yeah, and then we used to run. Like, you know how Street Beefs is. We used to run events all the time. At that age, dude, we were already like, I literally carried my gloves in my backpack, and anyone in the street, they'll dog me, and I'll be like, "What, you want to box?" And I'll just throw the boxing gloves at them, bro. Yeah, those days were fun, man.
Hell yeah.
So is it too soon to find out when you think you'll be going to another event? Ooh, that was kind of creepy.
Can you hear us? That's the perfect profile pic right there. Just, you know, Chile. All right. Well, driving while podcasting, you know. Nah. That's driving while podcasting. Yeah.
Bro, that turn and that smile, that kind of like that was some murderous type shit. I don't know. I was like, damn, the way it came in slow motion.
He went out for a reason. He had to take out the trash.
But that was a great conversation, though, and I mean, I had a lot of fun talking to him. He's a great person to talk to on an interview.
Absolutely, man. Always good talking and catching up with Chele. You know, since he's been in the group, man, he's always been, you know, very positive. Always speaks highly of people and things and stuff. And yeah, man, definitely wanted to get him on. What you gonna say?
I was just gonna say he's always somebody on my Facebook who has a kind word, always supports the show, that kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, really good guy.
And legit, he's been working in between his fights. You know, you can see it. If you go watch his fights, you know, Streetbeefs West Coast Chele503. You know, you go look at his fights. He's been putting in the work. He's been losing the weight. You know, and you know, it was a great performance at the anniversary. Definitely surprised me. You know how well he got out there and performed. So shout out to him.
Well, and since he won't be here to do it, shout out 50-50 MMA because I know he would have done that. So shout out to straight killers at 50-50 too. Like there's some straight killers. So it is fun. It is kind of weird when you hear somebody go, I reached out to nobody and he really helped. You're like, the people don't know that that's a fighter. They're like, what did he just say? I reached out to nobody. Like
my coach, nobody.
right. Yeah. Do you got a coach or don't you? I'm confused here. No, people don't know. But if you've ever missed it, you can go back and see nobody on our past episodes when he was on the show.
Yeah. And he always has great puns with the name too. Like I've seen him do some great jokes out of his own name. Shout out to Nobody 50-50 MMA, that whole crew putting in the work, really leveling up. Man, everybody we've interviewed, you know, from that camp, you know, they all speak highly of the direction that they've been brought, and you see it in the fights. So good squad.
Yeah, Duva talking about coming back and all that.
Oh man, I hope.
Me too.
That's our Alex Pereira right there. So, you know, definitely looking forward to it when that happens.
No, it was a highlight for me to watch him fight Jay Gotham, rest in peace. You know what I mean? So like that's always going to be a highlight that's like burned into my memory. Yeah.
For sure. Rest in peace, Jay Gotham. Always remembered, you know, and yeah, man, classic fight, you know, classic event, you know, for sure.
I know. And then I saw Lero was talking about getting some guys and going to Virginia. So if that happens, my wife and I told Lero, let us know, because if I can, my wife and I might go to that same event because, you know, I know like you get out to the OG yard, it's different. They're busy. It's kind of like, you know, real boom, boom, boom. They got a lot of fights, you know. Whereas I can go out with some guys I already met or have a kind of a relationship with from the West Coast and then go out there. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Definitely, man. I mean, that's definitely a dream of mine. Get out there at some point, which I will. And, you know, it's where it all started. So, you know, why can't, or why not? I would say, why not?
And I know I already got to get to the Smoke Ranch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What Ezo's doing, man, he might build up a community. I might have to get out to I lived in San Antonio for a year and a half in '96. Like, it'd be really cool to go back and see, like, how shit's changed where I used to live, go back down to the Riverwalk, and then go, you know, because Texas, like, for a vacation, San Antonio is a pretty great city. So I can go catch a Streetbeefs event too. Fuck, that might sound good.
Yeah, man. Cody and Nasty Native and Dizo, they're really going to be putting out more content, more fights in the upcoming year. So everyone who's interested in the Dirty South branch, go check out Streetbeefs Dirty South on YouTube. They've got their own channel. They're putting out fights more frequently. They also are putting out fights on Heart in the Fight. So you can go to Heart in the Fight and check out Dirty South fights. And once again, Dizo is he's really stepping up and doing his thing. He's doing Streetbeefs Dirty South Warehouse. Those will be events that he's hosting. And he's got his own vibe, his own flavor, his own brand in that regard. And then you have Nasty Native, the branch leader, who's going to be doing events as well. And he's got his own flavor as well. So shout out to those guys doing big things. 2026 looking up.
Yeah, Nasty Native got that fun, you know, like, we're going to have a good time. Let's get out here and do it. And I mean this in a great way. And Diesel's more of that, I'm not playing no fucking games. We're going to have a great fucking event. And this is a fight. Get in there and fucking fight. Like, Diesel is very straightforward with it, right? And then you see, like, with Nasty Native, and neither of them are wrong. It's kind of this, like, all right, let's go in there, have a good time. Let's beat each other's ass, that kind of thing. But, like, I like what Diesel's doing. And I don't know why, but that feel they had with the cars around it, it just reminded me of, like, Van Damme and Lionheart, right? You know, when they're fighting. And I'm like, dude, this got a pretty cool vibe to it.
Yeah, man. To me, it's similar to what like Wedo did with the hot box, you know. So I kind of look at it similar in that regard. As far as it's still Street Beefs, it's still that specific branch, that location, but it's a different location and a slightly different vibe, you know, and yeah, man, a new
it's
look.
It's like the old fighting video games where you went and fought people, you know, like on their home turf or whatever with the fighting game. It's like it kind of gives that kind of vibe when you're watching the fights, though, at different locations. And then if you go way back and you're seeing them in fucking Scarface's backyard and like hay bales in the West Coast, and like just the evolution is really cool, too.
Yeah, yeah. You got fighting games now where like you select the location and you have different points of that location, you know, so that's kind of how I look at it. Like, this is, you know, another option, same location, another option.
I'm fucked up. I ain't played a console since the Xbox 360. Okay, so the last time I played Madden, Favre had the double cover, the Jets and the Packers.
Yeah, not in public, Jay. Some things.
No, I had to. Like, I'll tell you, and some people will relate with this. I had to stop playing video games because a motherfucker would sit down and be like, bro, 6 hours just went by.
I mean, fair enough.
And my daughter was still young back then, so I'm like, I can't do that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, so, and then I just never got back into it.
Yeah. I definitely don't play like as much as I used to, but, you know, we got other stuff to do, but.
See, now it comes to the point, am I willing to spend $500 on a console? And I'm not.
I mean, yeah, to each his own.
Yeah. I do really want one of those little mini NESs that has all the old games, though, but that would get me in trouble, too.
Oh, like an emulator? A little emulators?
Yeah, these little ones, and they look like the old NES, the old regular Nintendo, but they're tiny. And they have like 60 games loaded on them from the original and the Super Nintendo. Yeah,
I mean, you can get emulators on your computer for free that have like 500 games on there.
Yeah, see, my I'm guessing he'll be my son-in-law someday, but my daughter's boyfriend. He keeps telling me that, and I'm gonna have to just have him like show me what the fuck I'm doing because I'm old.
Yeah. Don't settle for the Dollar Tree version of free.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, it was a great show. Should we wrap it up? Do our shout outs?
About that time, man. First and foremost, shout out to Chele503. We appreciate you, brother. Great interview. Everybody out there, go check out his fights. He's got 3 fights out. Great fights. Great individual. Shout out to Jay, greatest producer, co-host. We killing it every week. Thank you, sir. Shout out to everybody live, everybody on replay, everyone in the chats. We appreciate y'all. OG Yard, thank you. West Coast, thank you. Dirty South, thank you. We do this for y'all. Overtime Hustling, appreciate y'all. Heart in the Fight, appreciate y'all. And yeah, man. Be looking out for more shows, and go check out the channels. This channel, Heart in the Fight, Dirty South, West Coast, Street Beefs.
All right. Well, Sam K, you make my job easy, so thank you. You always have the best guests. You're always prepared. And the only thing I got to do is watch the fights and then jump on here and talk to people. That's pretty fucking simple for me. So I appreciate you and the work you put in. Shout out to all the Street Beefs, all 3 branches. Shout out to Heart in the Fight. And make sure you go hit the like and subscribe. Just hit the notification button. Then I don't even have to tell you all the shows are on here. You can just go pick and choose what works for you, because with the way we're growing, we got something for everybody. And on YouTube, look in the description. I will put the link for our new merch store. There's a bunch of shit out already, but there is going to be more coming. And there's going to be some Street Beefs West Coast fighters with their own shirts on there too. So you'll be able to go follow them and get some of their shirts and their stuff like that. So there's a lot of shit. Just go check it out. We appreciate you watching. One world, one love. Deuces.